Okay, folks, it's Mike with your instant movie review. Looks like I'm the second to last person to leave this movie theater tonight. I'm assuming that the last person to leave actually works there. So I saw the screening of Broken Hearts Gallery. I'll be honest, I really didn't recognize any of the actors in this film except what's her name? Bernadette Peters, who you may recall from The Jerk, and I think she was in the movie where the guy punches the horse. You know what I'm talking about, the comedy, the Mel Brooks schmaltz. Bernadette Peters was kind of a late 70s, mid 80s icon of comedy, kind of like the romantic lead. I think she was in, I guess it was Lily Tomlin in All of Me, or was that Bernadette Peters? I can't remember, folks. I think it was Lily Tomlin, but Bernadette Peters was in The Jerk and Other Such Fine Fare. Any effing fucking way, she was in this as kind of the hipster art gallery owner that is the person who our main female lead really adores. Now, the main female lead, the credits rolled very quickly at the end of this film. I don't know if this young actress, her character was 26 in this movie. I don't know if this actress is famous or if she's on Community. She seems like she would be on the show Community, which I never really watched, but I kind of get the vibe of it. So you call her, what comes after millennial? A post-millennial? A zillennial? Her character's 26 in the film, and her name is Lucy, and so forth. And the movie, spoilers, I guess, but basically it's a will they or won't they romantic comedy. And I guess you could probably say that this is the chick flick of the year. If women or people were going to the movies, this would be the zillennial chick flick. Get your tissues, have your slumber party, goo goo and gush gush over the movie for women across the world, if that was happening. But of course, where I'm at least, I was the only one in the theater, so there was no gushing females goo gooing over this film, but I would think that they would. The movie takes place in New York City, which is a city, to me, it's always better in the movies than in real life. Like if you've never gone to New York City and you've pined and you've crooned for it, thinking that you'll go to New York City and it'll be this awesome adventure. Well, if you actually get there, it's a pain in the fucking ass. You have to pay to park everywhere you go. Everyone's very, I don't know if I'd say rude, but curt. They're curt in New York City because they don't have time for your bullshit, and they let you know it. And so this movie, of course, makes New York City look glamorous and exciting, and it's all about introspection and art and all that crap, and, you know, young people fucking and falling in love or vice versa. Did I like the movie? I did like the movie. I think that the lead female is probably the most enjoyable thing about the movie. And she's got a couple of little roommates, female friends, who are her girls, and they back her up no matter what they do. And there's a lot of homosexual characters in this film. Not the leads, but the supportings. And so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. Was this a good movie? Yes. Is it I don't know if it's an instant classic. I mean, look, a lot of people gushed and gawed over Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts. I never thought Pretty Woman was a good movie, to be honest with you. I thought it was draggy and boring and kind of dark. And I didn't buy into that Richard Gere, this millionaire dude, would... Yes, Julia Roberts is very attractive, but would he, millionaire playboy, stop what he's doing for a wise-ass prostitute? And would this, prostitute, granted he's got all this money, Okay, so I'm segueing. I'm going somewhere else. I'm coming back into Harbor for this movie review. Broken Hearts Gallery. Look, it's just a wide-eyed. I mean, the movie's supposed to be cynical and all that crap. That's how it's positioned. But the reality is, as soon as you see the two leads together through a twist of fate, you know that they're going to fuck. You know they're going to fall in love. So, you know what I mean? It's fine. It's like we know what's going to happen. Get us from A to Z. And it's really about the whole alphabet in between. So, was there anything wrong with this movie? Or tiresome? I mean, just that, spoilers, I guess, the same technique was used over and over again, which was basically somebody's in love with somebody, that somebody is in love with somebody else, and then there's a chain of rejection. And I remember I wrote a paper in college about the play Tartuffe. Everybody wants somebody that they can't have. And that's the basic moral of this movie, until everybody turns around and see who's looking right at them. And isn't that grand? So everybody pines for someone that rejects them until you do a 180 with your little Wizard of Oz slippers, and you look at the person right behind you, and then you goo and gush, and then you fall in love, and then your life is over, or you have children, or both, and you sit on the couch and watch Netflix and chill, or whatever the fuck you do. So this is a chick flick. This is a flick for chicks. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I'm not gonna complain about it. I mean, I thought it was a good movie. It was a likable leads. I guess here we go. Quote, non-traditional casting, quote, whatever the fuck that means. But it was fine. I mean, it was a good movie. It was a lovable film, or a likable film. So I'm not really complaining. It's not, I mean, here you go. I mean, there was a couple of times in the movie when, quote, something bad happened, quote, and I thought it could have been worse. Like, oh, this is where the gallery is going to burn down, or this is where the three women get attacked in the streets of New York, or this is where somebody gets hit by a truck. But none of that shit happened. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I was really looking for the fucking Broken Hearts Gallery. I kept waiting for some real dark shit to happen, but nothing that dark happened. It was just like, oh my God, my ex showed up at my doorstep, and now I have to talk to him, and oh my God, my ex didn't tell me he named the hotel after his ex. There was a thing that I thought was a little off. The lead character, spoiler, the lead character says she's 26. Then she takes the guy, who she hasn't commensurated yet with, to meet her mom. And her mom's in this fucking senior citizen home. And like her mom's got memory loss or dementia. And so hey, look, just telling you how it is. Her mom is chalky white. I guess the lead lady is Indian descent of some kind. And it's not mentioned, nor does it have to be, if she's adopted or whatever, or what the deal is. But my thing was not with that, it was with the age. Because I'm thinking, if the lead character lady is 26, how old was her mom supposed to be when she hatched her? 40? 50? Not 50, but 40 or 30? Or the math didn't add up to me. I mean, yes, there is early onset dementia. There's early onset Alzheimer's. So anything is fucking possible, folks. But a line or two of dialogue where she just said, yeah, it sucks. My mom got early onset dementia when she was really young. Okay, throw me a fucking bone. Call me a fucking prick, because I want a little bit of an explanation to my films that I'm watching. That I would prefer a little bit of explanation. Does that make me a prick? It might. Mike Messier's movie reviews, instant movie reviews. People have been demanding that I go watch these movies and give them results and thoughts and analysis. Also on the Mike Messier YouTube channel, you've got the Geico Man, one of the brothers McMullen, Michael McGlone interview. Yes, the rhetorical questions. You've got Jonathon Silverman of Brighton Beach Memoirs fame. You've got Maria Kanellis of The Celebrity Apprentice and WW so forth. You've got Randy Couture, The Natural, all of my celebrity playlist. Some of you folks might be wondering, Mike, why do all these celebrities pay you so much attention? Well, probably because they sit there and watch the Mike Messier short film catalog. Online, you can watch all my wonderful films. You can go to MikeMessier.com. You can go to BloodSugarSidAce.com and see one of my feature films. You can watch the Suicide Girls Burlesque. I got some controversy today, folks. People are wondering, Mike, where did this footage come from? Well, the Suicide Girls gave me full permission to videotape their shows way the fuck back when. So that's why they're on the Mike Messier YouTube channel, because they were invited guests to be on the Mike Messier show with interviews with Siren and so forth. So there you fucking have it for all the player haters out there, yo. So, can I get a holla holla hey? Can I get a holla holla hey? Can I get a holla holla hey for the Mike Messier YouTube channel? That's all I'm asking for is a holla holla hey. Twitter, fuck this shit, bitch. Copy and paste the URL, put it in your Twitter feed, retweet it, get your asshole friends to retweet it, copy and paste the URLs and go to Facebook and get all your fucking asshole friends, followers, families, and assorted fucks to watch my videos. Why not? Subscribe, hit the like button. There's a gentleman over there that just gave me a sideways look. He's a masked driver. I'm giving him a sideways look. Hey, buddy. He's in his car by himself with the mask on. No judgment from me. Everyone looks like a fucking prick with these masks on, by the way. I mean, I'm all for the masks, but everyone looks very judgmental and pricklish when when someone looks at you and they're wearing their goddamn mask. Don't they look like a fucking asshole? You know what I mean? Like that's the rendezvous of these masks, or that's the downside. Yes, they protect us from dying, but your friends or whoever the fuck, they just look so judgmental. Like everyone's a fucking prick. Like, oh, you're wearing a mask. Sorry, you have the right to be an asshole now. Any effing fucking way. So there you effing fucking have it, folks. Just what else can I tell you? Not much. I guess there was a big Game 7 tonight. I haven't watched it yet. Don't spoiler it. I did a big long form interview tonight. The podcast that will take the Mike Messier YouTube content to the next level. An hour and 52-minute interview coming up with Jamie Reborn. Some of you might be excited about that. What the fuck else? They're opening bars in Florida, folks. At least in this town. And so that'll be interesting. COVID, it's still spreading. We haven't beaten this fucker yet. Presidential election coming up. How do you feel about it? Leave a comment, leave a query. As many of you fine folks have realized, the Mike Messier YouTube channel does take requests. If you have content that you're looking for, if you have a topic or a movie you want me to discuss, don't be shy. I was on the Monty and the Pharaoh show last night. You can check out Monty and the Pharaoh on YouTube. We discuss professional wrestling for all you professional wrestling fans. I'm very excited about all these wonderful things. So thanks for watching. I know that you are all very good people. in your own ways, and you've all done a lot to support the Mike Messier YouTube channel. But what you can really do is watch more of my videos. If you're leaving your homestead or if you're leaving your computer, you can always leave your computer on and just let my videos play all day and night to get my watch time up. You can do that for me if you don't mind. Like I said, suggest my YouTube channel to all your friends and families and so forth, and tweet the videos. I see a bunch of see some people walking. Might see who those people are. I kind of have a vested interest. We'll do one more spin around. I'm kind of curious as to what was going on with this pack of individuals. Let's see. You folks have any pets? Do you own pets out there in Mike Messier YouTube subscription land? Please describe your setup. And what else? If you want to leave your thoughts on the world events in the comments, or if you have seen any of these movies, Mike's movie reviews, what do you think about the films that I'm seeing? I saw the whole Rocky series 1 through 6, or it's really disconcerting because they didn't call Rocky 6 Rocky 6, they called it Rocky Balboa. It was made 16 years after Rocky 5, so I guess they wanted to do something a little something different. Can I get a holla holla hey? That's my new catchphrase, by the way. Holla holla hey, can I get a holla holla hey? I'm going to see who these individuals are throughout my neighborhood. I'm just kind of curious, you know. I'll be honest with you, I was a little disconcerted. Okay, we're gonna see who these fucks are. We got a group of people. Seems like 3 females and a male, and they all look fine, so I'll let them be. I'm just doing a little neighborhood watch. Watching the neighborhood. All right, folks. So that's about it. I appreciate all of you watching the videos, sharing the videos. And how has your lives been changed? Everyone's looking forward to vaccinating ourselves and getting away from this COVID madness. We're all very upset about it. And we've all had a rough year. And it's been tough for all of us. You know, we keep saying these things like we're all in this together and so forth, but sometimes it doesn't quite seem like that. We're all trying our best to not die and not get sick. But then you see some folks like Chris Jericho out there partying in Sturgis with his lousy rock and roll band and spreading disease. So people are upset. We see our basketball playoffs or hockey playoffs. Are you watching the sports? Are you enjoying sporting events? Or do you not care? So we all have our opinions, and that's why we're here on this wonderful earth, to share our thoughts and sentiments, and we do what we can. So I want to thank you fine folks for being part of the Mike Messier YouTube experience. Granted, I'm the one doing most of the work by providing this content, but if it wasn't for you fine folks, the Mistress Jens of the world, the Truth Number 3 guy, the Kari Sane gentleman, Jay Baca, we got the new guy who's been very chatty, Carl, I'm not sure what stage he's in, but he's very outspoken. We got Michael A.J. Norris, Shane McKenna of Wrestling Fans. All you fine folks who've checked in. I'm sure I'm forgetting some good, loyal fans, friends, so forths. But I don't mean to hurt your feelings. I just trying to do things. But I do respect and appreciate your time, your consideration, your wonderment. This world that we're in, we're all planets in the solar system, spinning around like fucks, and so forth. So we do what we can, and we can what we do. So hopefully you had a nice evening. If you did anything exciting, you can leave it in the comments. If you watered a plant or you ate an omelet. I was watching that wrestling show, All Out, tonight, or today, finally finishing it. It's hard to get through some of these wrestling shows when they're long. Okay, fine folks, I'm gonna call it a night. Good night. Like Messier.com.